Raise your fist to the air. Tunes Brothers everywhere. Rockin' loud, feel the sound. Tunes Brothers smashing ground. Whoa, rebels with guitars in hand. Raise your fist. Raise your fist.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha! You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed.
Okay, welcome into Tunes Brothers. I am Rob, that is Lewis, and of course, all the way from Australia down under, Dave. How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. Tonight we've got the Warning EP, Escape the Mind. Louis, how was your take roughly on going through these, 6 songs?
I had to go through it a few times. I kind of knew what I liked, but then I had to decide which order to rank these in. My number one was automatic. It was the other 4 or 5, whatever, how to place them. I think that the songs are good, and I just say that one of them would wind up on a playlist because I like The Warning as a heavier edge band than the softer stuff. But it's all good quality stuff. And when we get to the songs, I'll ask questions and, make comments along the way.
Okay, Dave.
Yeah, look, I suppose you have to look at it in context. This is ground zero. This is, 15, 13, and 11-year-old girls. Like, think what you were doing when you were that age. I wasn't writing music. So I think it's a solid effort, considering, and I think you have to take into consideration the age group here as well. So, yeah, it was enjoyable. I mean, a lot of them I wouldn't necessarily go and listen to this album, but I think it's interesting to hear the start.
And that's kind of where I was. I kind of felt bad at first because I'm like, man, it's just not up to the Warning standard. Then I was like, hey, dumbass, these girls were literally children when they did this. And then you have to realize, like you said, how impressive that is. There's a song on here that is absolutely phenomenal as it is. I would love to see him do it now. But it's good stuff. It's good writing, especially, like we said, considering the age. Hey, Scott, he's one of my great viewers from the Reaction Channel and the Kiss stuff.
Hey, Scotty.
Anyway, yeah, it was a really quick listen. So I don't know how much we're going to get out of this video. Hopefully we can get some good discussion going out of it. But yeah, all in all, a solid effort, especially considering the age. I mean, I hate to push that home, but you really have to. I mean, it's just remarkable. I mean, I would challenge anybody for the most part, what were you doing, like Dave said, at that age? I mean, amazing.
I don't even look at it that way. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I said, I don't even look at it that way because most people that are older than these girls still can't write songs as good as this. So it's not the age I'm looking at. It's quality stuff, even if the age is very young. A lot of older people can't write this stuff this
Don't bring the raft into it.
Well, because it's a raft, and he always keeps me floating, and he is so good to me.
Well, let's get right into this. Starting off with Take Me Down, the first track off of Escape the Mind. If All right, there we have the leadoff track, "Take Me Down," Louis.
Good, solid song. It's driving me insane to that that they do. Someone else does a song very similar to that, and it's driving me up the wall that I can't pinpoint who it is. Now, here's something that's going to be a little bit interesting. I researched these songs, and this is one of two songs that is contradicting in the information. One source says the song was written by Christina New, Stuart John Crichton, and Paul Maurice Kelly. But in other sources say that Allie, at 9 years old, wrote this all by herself. So I don't know what the truth is, but it does not change how I feel about the song. I think it's a very good starting song, especially these girls, first time putting something out from the studio and all that. Remarkable job. Kudos to that song.
I think regarding the songwriting, depending where the source got it, this more than likely would be my guess. Allie wrote this entire song long before they got to a studio. And then if anybody says, well, let's add this guitar lick or this change this word, that person gets a songwriting credit. Whether they put them in the order correctly or not, who knows? But that the songwriting thing is such an irritating, and I know, I mean, bands will fight, kick and scream to make sure their name is on it or whatever, because that's your royalties and your publishing rights and all that stuff. But I would think when it comes to something like this, and here we go, Scott Miller just says Allie wrote it.
Okay, Scott, I'm going to believe you until further proof.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, well, everything I've read said Allie wrote this when she was 9, so I'll take that as gospel, which, like I said, once again, is remarkable. And I'm like you, Lou, this reminds me of something, and I just cannot work out what the fuck it is. I've been thinking, what is this song? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping one of you would say, oh, this is just like that.
I was thinking Steve Miller or something, but I don't know which song it would be.
Yeah, he's got that 70s Steve Miller sound, but yeah, I can't work it out either. But yeah, it's a solid song. Like, you know, you could still tell, even at this early stage, that these girls have something special about them. And yeah, this is one of the strongest songs on the album for sure.
Yeah, this by far perfect choice for the opener to this album. Yeah, I kind of, maybe I've heard something similar to that lick before, but to me right away, I was just addicted to it. That's the first thing in my head is like, man, I mean, that's like earworm stuff. I was just immediately hooked. I wish the chorus was a little stronger, but it's just a great song to lead off this album. I liked it a lot.
You know what else I just noticed? It's like these girls were still learning English at this time. They weren't well versed in speaking as well as they do now. And for them to come across sounding so American is another big accomplishment.
And Danny's voice at 15 still sounds great, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, she hadn't aged a bit. I mean, she's gotten a little more power now, but tonal wise, I mean, it's the same as it is now. I mean, she was incredible. All three of these girls, without a doubt, were gifted from birth. Nobody can dispute that. We got Noah. Is it No Brun? Welcome in there, bud. Hopefully I don't butcher names. Okay, we are on to the next track, Fade Away. And here we go.
They told me I couldn't do it, that I would stumble and fall, I will get cuts and bruises, that I just should give up. That was what powered my flame, and that's why it's still burning. I just had to prove them wrong. Oh, they always bring me down, but I'll always stand my ground, and I'll walk until the very top, and I'll run, even though I stumble and fall, and I'll jump until I reach the sun, and I'll shine
Okay, Lewis, Fade Away.
Okay, I just want to get this out of the way. This is the second of the two songs that gives the writing credit elsewhere. Warren George Abella, Aaron Joseph Robinson, and Daniel Marco Bertovich. I don't know what part they had in it. I never looked to see if anyone else from the Warning wrote the songs. It was a combination of all three girls or just one of them. I'm sure Scott's going to let us know the exact answer. Now to the song. This is the song I saw them do live in that 2015 show. It's Pow doing the vocals on the keyboards while the band plays the song. I don't think anybody drummed that song live. If I'm remembering correctly, I have to recheck that. But so that's for that. As for the song itself, it's a good, solid song. I like it. I don't know if it'd be on my ultimate Warning playlist, but if I expanded my Warning playlist, I might add it, and that's where I stand on the song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
well-
my sources say the girls wrote this, so
There you
I
go.
don't know.
I'm going to accept it.
My sources say all the tracks were written by the girls on this, so it doesn't show any outside sources at all. So,
Lewis,
I'll take it.
what sources are you using, Lewis?
Mostly AZ lyrics, because at the bottom they always put down the people that write the songs at the bottom of the lyric page, and that's where I'm getting this information.
So I'm guessing they've been tweaked or added to, and like I said, then you get some sort of songwriting Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm curious,
it could be
are you
that.
reading yours off the album there, Dave?
yeah.
Well,
Okay,
see,
yeah.
it could
Oh,
be.
either way, Dave, continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, like I love Pow's vocals, as you know. So, and even at this young age, you can still hear that. No, that thing she's got with her voice. It's hard to explain what it is. It just draws you in. Like Louis said, it's probably not a song you'd rush to, especially when you consider their catalog. But I still think it's a great song. I still think it's structured really well, and it's catchy. So, yeah, kudos.
Yeah. Real quick, Scott Miller in the comments. He's seen one of their videos where the girl said it was harder to learn Spanish than English, and he agrees. And I would also, obviously, it's hard for me being a native English speaker to say one was, English was hard to learn or not, because you just learn it.
Yeah, but
with the job I do, I'm with a lot of Puerto Ricans on a daily basis, and I've been trying to just learn little tidbit, mostly swear words and funny insults that I can throw at them. It's so confusing to learn Spanish. Like at the end of every sentence, they reverse the last two words. Like, so if you're going to go to a big store, it's like you're going to go to the store big, when you do the translation, it's weird.
I got all my Spanish from Dora the Explorer. So,
But didn't the girls grow up in Mexico that they automatically would know Spanish unless they're talking, Spaniard from Spain Spanish as opposed to a Mexican Latin? I don't know what Scott. Please
well, either that or they're talking about trying to learn it when they were younger as kids. I don't know how you'd remember that. I mean, I remember elementary school learning cursive and what a long A and a short A is, but I don't remember it being hard or easy. It just was. But I can see why Spanish. I mean, any foreign language, it seems to me as an English native speaker, if you use like closed captions, right, and an English sentence is 7 words, it seems like there's a paragraph in translation. I
think when you watch those YouTube videos, YouTube videos, especially with the Warning when they're doing some of their chats, it should say this translation will be butchered.
Yeah,
because everything you read,
that's
people
exactly
will actually
right.
tell you what exactly said, and you think, didn't really say that in the translation, did it?
Mm.
And when I type in like a translator, when I got a passenger who speaks absolutely no English, I'll type it in and then translate it. And then I will copy that translation back in to retranslate it. It's changed some of my English words in the translation. And I don't like that. But anyway, to the song, Fade Away. I think where you're going, and maybe I'm wrong with Pow's voice, she sounds like she's going to cry all the time. Her voice has so much emotion in it when you're talking about the more melodic, slower stuff. It is just listening to her, you just want to hug her. I mean, Obviously, that's not the case when she's screaming like a maniac, but on some of this stuff, man, she's got so much pure emotion in her voice. And again, then versus now, not much difference. I mean, these girls had voices, great voices, way back then. A solid song. I'll echo that. I don't know how much of this would make a playlist. I think some of it would if I was in a more relaxed mood for some mellow stuff. Maybe Take Me Down just because of that guitar. In fact, it's still stuck in my head right now.
I
All
think with
right,
their voices,
let's move
Bob,
on
it's,
to Eternal Love.
I think with their voices, it's just they've just
Go
got
ahead.
a lot more control with them these days.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest
And
thing. is the
like I said with
control they
Danny,
have.
you can definitely tell and you can tell Danny's got a lot more power now. But like I said, tonally, girls must not go through that ugly thing called vocal puberty that guys do because they've still got the same tone to their voices.
Yeah, I used to have a
Okay,
great singing
Eternal
voice.
Love. I never did. Of course, smoking since I'm 16 might have something to do with that. Okay, here we go.
Probably.
Man, we got a delay here. Come on, kick in.
Just being with you made me so happy. Nothing in this world out of my reach. And looking around, I felt so lucky because I had you. And have you ever felt like you found love? And then realized that it was false. Oh, I can't believe I fell for all of your lies. I flew in straight into your trap, and your gift to me was nothing but a broken dream. When I thought we had eternal love. Now looking at you, it's devastating.
Okay, Lewis, before I
Okay.
jump in there, we got somebody here, Ray Metal Negron. He believes it was said that it was harder to write the songs in Spanish than English, and I could definitely see that from a sentence structure.
Yeah.
And then
that
we've
makes
got
sense.
Warren Schultz here. He agrees that the girls said it was harder to write songs in Spanish than English, not harder to learn. So yeah,
Okay, that's
writing I could definitely see just by using a translator app like I do at work. I can definitely see how it would be more difficult to get your point across in Spanish. But your thoughts, Eternal Love.
Okay, from here on, there's no more writing credits to giving anyone else. These three songs say written by all the girls, and I just put down the girls. When the song starts off, I almost want to start going, another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. It's Green Day. You know, that's what I kind of hear when that gets going. I don't know the rest of the words of that song anyway. This is a nice song. It's well structured. Little generic though. I mean, the guitar is very powerful. I'm going to call this one kind of generic because it's a style that many people have done songs like this type. So definitely not on my playlist, but a good listen. If you're going to hear something for the first time, you won't dismiss it. You'll finish it out. That's all I have on that one.
Okay, Dave.
Yeah, so I was just reading the comment. Yeah, every time I hear that time in my life, I would expect to see Seinfeld. So, because they used that song in the final episode. Yeah, when I first heard this, I thought it almost started like it was going to be a country song, and I thought, oh, Louis will like this.
Yeah.
Being big country guy as he is. Yeah, this is probably the song I would dislike the most. Yeah, Yeah,
Oh.
this one just doesn't grab me. I don't know why. Just yeah, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. This one. I'm not saying it's horrible. Yeah, it doesn't do much for me. This one. Sorry, girls.
All right. This one to me is really this one should have been top 40. This reminds me of a top 40 American ballad, pop ballad type thing. Especially when you got into the, the Alanis Morissette stage after, post grunge with that whole alternative rock that came in, coffee shop rock, whatever you want to call it. I like it. I find it really soothing. I love the guitar playing in this. Again, you can tell the easiest thing to write when you're young is a ballad. Right? I mean, what just happened there? My computer just glitched. Am I still here?
You're there.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. Okay, here he goes. He said this would be a great Taylor Swift song. If Taylor Swift sang this song, it'd probably be, number one for like 6 months just because it's Taylor Swift. And that's not me saying that she deserves it. I'm just saying that's the way the music industry goes in this country. But a good song. And again, this seems to be their kind of milieu back then is let's write ballads until we learn how to write heavier stuff. And they did it well. I mean, this whole EP I could have on, very little of this would be playlist because I'm more into the mid-tempo, heavier stuff. But this is stuff that I could have on in the background all day and it would be just soothing and wouldn't bother me a bit. All right, let's move on to the title track, Escape the Mind.
I can't break down the boundaries, can't put the past behind me. I just can't believe that you can break the cage, destroy the chains, escape the mind. Escape today. I'm breaking down the boundaries, putting the past behind me. I'm stepping over the debris. I finally can breathe. I can see I am free. I've escaped the mind.
Okay, gentlemen, Escape the Mind. Lewis.
Will you also be playing the alternate version in this video?
Lewis?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. There's a delay going on. There must be some heavy stream traffic right now.
Okay. Anyway, are you also going to play the alternate version in this showing?
Yes, sir.
Good. I don't want to give away too much then. I like the song. It's a sweet little thing. But I'd rather save my opinion for the second version to tell you exactly how I feel about the whole big picture.
All right, fair enough. Down Under, Dave.
I can understand what Louis is saying there. Yeah, it is a good song. Like I said, once again, Pow's vocals are just great. But I'm a bit like Louis. Let me just wait for the final version.
Okay. I have a feeling you're both going to have a little bit different take than I do. This is my playlist song. I am a sucker for strings, meaning symphony, orchestra. And when you add that stuff in, you almost that be that type of music would be by exception to instrumentals, because when you got that orchestra, that almost sings a song for you. It's got so much feeling and power in it. And with her voice on top of there, this is absolutely fabulous. One of my favorite Warning ballads that I've heard to date. But we'll let you guys expand more on it when we get to the piano only version. So we will move on to Tom Petty's Free Fallin'. No, it's not. Completely different song. Eric.
Good song.
I put my life in your hands. I gave you my trust, and I believed every lie that came out of your mouth. I'm getting soaked in my tears, drowning in my fears. I believe that we had a chance, but it all went away with a single glance. Nothing has changed. I'm crashing through space. I'm burning up, and there's nothing that can put out this flame. You killed my dreams, burned my wings. Now I'm crying and screaming and cursing your calling while I'm free falling.
Free Fallin', Lewis.
You could tell by the way my head was bobbing. This is my playlist song. This is the Warning I know and love. So definitely this is great. I love it. That's all I want to say for now, because I know we still have to do rankings, but it's easy to guess what's going to be whatever at this point, where it's going to place. And that's all I'm going to say about that for now.
Okay, Dave.
And still haven't said it today, and I'm not going to. Great song. Yeah, this is like the prototype for the Warning. This song. I wouldn't mind betting they listened to all these songs back and just thought, this is the direction. This song here is the direction we should take. Yeah, great riff. I mean, it's a simple riff, but it's catchy. Once again, they structure the song really well. It's a great chorus. Yeah, it's just perfect Warning song. A sign of things to come.
Yeah, this definitely, you could tell, is where they expand their music from. Coincidentally, maybe by choice, who knows? Maybe it's just who they truly are when they play heavier. Great song, great riff. Like you said, even though it is a simple riff, it's very catchy and does the job. I enjoy all of these songs. And with my year plus or year Warning experience, if you want to call it that, I never went back and listened to this. So this was really good for me. Now we will move on to Escape the Mind bonus track, only piano. Here we go.
I can't break down the boundaries, can't put the past behind me. I just can't believe that you can break the cage, destroy the chains, escape the mind. has reigns control over us. We live in a cage, but I am going to escape today. I'm breaking down the boundaries, putting the past behind me. I'm stepping over the debris. I finally can breathe. I can see I am free. I've escaped the mind.
Okay, I got to cut it somewhere because I could listen to this for hours on loop.
At
Lewis.
least to the end. Okay, now this is, I'm going to make a little comparison to Kiss's Every Time I Look at You and the difference between the studio and the live performance. I have an acute sense of hearing. I can tell when something's fake. It's the studio version of that Kiss song, that all that instrumentality, the orchestra, all that. I can tell that's synthesized. That's why I love the live version so much, because the real orchestra is beautiful. Now, with the Warning song, to me, that sounded like a synthesized symphony, not a true one, or a synthesized violins and other instruments. And that's why it didn't have the full impact like it had on you. But that being said, I prefer this version over the previous version because there's a sweet innocence to it. And when you listen to the whole song, when the girls join in on the last chorus and all that, it is really beautiful. It's like I said, it has this beautiful, sweet innocence. That's why I prefer this version.
All right, Dave.
I totally agree with Lou. Yeah, this is my preferred version, and I do like the other version. I would still listen to that. It's just something about Powell and a piano that just works so well together. Like her voice just is able to, you said, tell a story, provide emotion. And that piano part, I don't know, there's just, you talk about a catchy riff. That's just, that piano is just so catchy. It's in my mind. It has been in my mind for the last few days that we've been listening to this album. And yeah.
What happened?
Can you guys see that cutting out and hear the cutting out like I am?
No, we're just talking. I hear myself, I hear Dave, and I hear you, all like we're normal.
All right. Maybe my computer's bogged down. I don't know.
As normal as we can be anyway.
Yeah, normal for us.
Yeah.
One more thing I want to add. The other reason I prefer this version, you could hear all the little tiny little notes and details of the piano better without the orchestra overshadowing it. That's another reason I love this version better.
Okay. And, well, I'm not going to disagree with either one of you because I love both of these versions for different reasons. Like Dave mentioned, when the girls kick in with the harmony at the end of this version, and I can't remember, maybe it just isn't as well heard on the symphony version. It's amazing. Just like I said, the emotional power these girls have on ballads is incredible. I love both versions. I could listen to either one without complaining that it's not the other version. It's going to be hard. I haven't even ranked these yet. I wanted to hear them through again like we're doing. So it's going to be tough to when you have to rank two songs that are the same but slightly different versions. But yeah, just another emotional, great, strong ballad from Powell. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we got to do this. They all got to fall somewhere. So let's see here. What's Scott says, Dave, not to get off topic, do they sell kangaroo burgers in Australia?
Well, we do eat kangaroo. I don't personally, but
they don't, like the Australian McDonald's doesn't have the McRoo.
No, we don't have a McRoo or a Rooper or anything like that. But people do like it. It's quite gamey, so yeah.
That's like deer here. People eat venison, but they, smart people will, it'll be cut or mixed with beef or pork or whatever. Because if you eat straight out deer, it's really gamey.
I just don't understand. Like you guys don't eat eagles. So I don't know why we eat kangaroos. So
yeah, but I get national animal and all that, but deer are our equivalent to kangaroos. They're all over the place. It's what you see all over the highways, the roads, and everything. Only dogs eat kangaroo, Warren says.
No, humans eat it too.
Yeah. Okay, so I will start this bad boy off, and I hate doing this when I like all the songs. I will probably put my least favorite, and that is not meant in a derogatory way, would be Fade Away.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, you give
Okay.
yours, yeah.
I have nothing bad to add about this stuff. So
I bounced around this list so many times, knowing what was number one was definite, and maybe two, whatever. But for we'll call this number 6, Eternal Love.
Ring the bell. I'm with Louis on number 6, Eternal Love. I
Let me
said don't
find
hate
the
it, but it's just not a song I'd go to regularly. But
okay, well, I'm gonna have to go Free Falling at number 5. I love the heavier groove and all, but man, some of these songs are so beautiful that that's where it falls.
Okay, I chose for number 5, Fade Away.
gee, Louis,
Hey.
we're really in agreement here, aren't we? I've got number 5, Fade Away.
Wow, this is really amazing.
Louis is starting to have an effect on me, I think.
I am outnumbered today. All right, I will go with Eternal Love as my number 4.
Okay, the full symphony or regular version of Escape the Mind is my number 4.
Oh shit! So
Are
is
you guys
mine.
copying each other?
No, we're in 2 different countries.
My number 4 is Escape the Mind, the full version as well.
Wow. Okay. My number 3, I'm sorry, is Take Me Down. Would have been one notch higher if there wasn't 2 versions of my number 1. So there you go.
Jeez, that gives it away.
Which one though?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, my turn for number 3, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Ring the bell with Rob. Take Me Down. That's what I chose for my number 3.
All right.
Ring the bell again because my number 3 is Take Me Down.
A trifecta.
All right. Well, my number 2, I can't stress this enough. Both absolutely gorgeous, but my affinity for symphony orchestra is going to put the piano only version of Escape the Mind at number 2.
Okay, me number 2, piano version of Escape the Mind.
The what version? The piano version?
Yeah.
All right.
And again for me. So Louis,
Same with
we've
you, huh?
agreed on the whole thing.
All right. You guys need to stop texting each other in between or something.
I have no idea anything about it.
Okay, so it's no secret that number 1 for me is the full version with the full symphony sound of Escape the Mind. Playlist with a bullet for me. Absolutely gorgeous. All these songs are great. And saying that, I know it's not about the age, Lewis, but you can't help but notice the age when 6 songs are that good. And then you factor the age and then it just becomes just jaw-dropping, amazing. So number 1, Lewis.
Free Falling, baby. That is the tune. That is the tune of tunes.
Do I have to ask, Dave?
So I could just say,
No,
go ahead.
you don't.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, which one of you is Tom and which one,
Well, I said it first, though.
So
That is my list, though.
did you guys agree on
Yeah.
every track?
I think
Yep.
so. Yeah, I believe it's all 5 or all 6. 5,
Six,
whatever
yep.
you want to call it. Yeah, 6
Wow.
rankings. That's amazing.
I had a feeling number 6 would be the same, but I wasn't sure where you'd go with the rest of it. But
Yeah, you know
All right,
what?
I'm gonna
rewrote
give a
this list
shot
so
to
many
this
times.
Pepe Nader 66. Viva the Warning, Free Falling.
Yeah. Thank you, Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe, you got it right. Number 2 is
This
great
is
as well,
Jeopardy.
though.
This is Jeopardy. No, if it was Jeopardy, it would be, is Free Falling my favorite song? That would be Jeopardy.
No, it would be what is Free Falling? And then it would be my favorite song. Yeah.
Yeah, that works even better.
Louis and Dave's favorite song.
Yeah. All right, guys, give me a takeaway here on the EP. Louis?
Yeah, like I started at the beginning, it's a good, solid listen. It, you know, there's not much more I could really add to it. You know, I think no matter what genre music you are into, I think you would listen to this little 6-song thing and you would be pleased and respect the musicianship and the writing and how it was recorded.
Yeah. Dave, any parting thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was just a good sneak peek into what the future was about
Are
to
you thinking or are you froze?
No, I said something.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
my
to me, it's
computer's
just
tripping tonight.
it's a great.
It's not handling the
great
stream well tonight.
Are you in that storm area that they're talking about on the news, that it's going to be a heavy hit in the area? Maybe you're getting some winds or something.
I don't know. I don't pay attention. Around here, when you're in North Dakota, trying to predict by going off the weather forecast, you're better off just sticking your head out the door because they're wrong all the time. And the weather changes here like every hour. So
I was going to say, men of your age do have problems with their stream sometimes, Rob.
Yeah, it happens to us all. Oh, I want to say something about Pau being so cute. That little video I told you about when she's 10 years old. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
he's on
delay. Go ahead.
Yeah, when she's 10
I'm on a
years old,
delay, so go ahead.
Okay, and playing the drums. At the end of it, she goes like this. You know, with her, I can't see, with her arm up in the air, like she's at a show, like she did it for a live audience. She's got that hand up in the air kind of thing. But unfortunately, mine goes out of view when I do this.
That's one of the live videos I saw of her. When
All right.
she's,
Well, my final.
Sorry, the delay is very funny, isn't it? There's some good video of her when she's playing a pretty, complex beat, and she's able to stick one hand behind her back and fiddle with her mic and still keep the beat going with one hand.
No.
You wouldn't know she's actually even changed, switched from 1 to 2.
It's a treat to know that we are lucky to be alive at this time to see those girls, do their stuff.
Okay, so we had at one point, we still have 20. We had 21, so move over Joe Rogan. We had 21 live viewers. Thank you all for joining in. Let's see here. We got a couple more comments I can throw up. Okay, Scotty Miller. And we've got Warren again. You cannot listen to these songs and think of the ages of the girls that wrote them and not marvel. I agree 100%. And he's got tickets for Summerfest July 5th. I am still possibly going to see The Warning on the last show of their upcoming U.S. small tour as a headlining act in Minneapolis, July the 23rd. So hopefully that goes off without a hitch. I got to make sure all my T's are crossed and I's are dotted. Our next video for The Warning, Saturday next week, will be 21st Century Blood. So if I can get this computer running a little stronger, maybe we'll live do that one too, live stream it, but we'll see. But I appreciate everybody checking in. You got something to say, Louis?
Well, are we going to go to backstage mode? I could tell you then. After the video's over.
Yeah,
backstage
absolutely.
Mode. Okay, I'll wait till then.
All right, everybody.